We try so hard to protect our children that we don't think about how much we're hurting them in the process. We yell, we scream, we stomp our feet, and we wonder why they do the same. We don't understand why they won't just listen when we refuse to do the same. We get upset at them for talking, but we grow weary of them refusing to express themselves. We ask them to sit quietly while we drink and dance the night away. Why can't you just be still? Why can't you just sit still? Why can't you just shut up? Why can't you just behave? Have we? Do we? And why should they? What reward have we given them for behaving? A toy? A gift? A treat? When all they ever wanted from us was our time, our attention, the only thing that was free to give them, our love, our eyes on them, our ears hearing their first words, being there, showing up, even when they said it didn't matter, even when they never asked us to do this or that, or bring flowers, or take pictures, or dress up, or when they do. Why do we fuss when we have to take them to soccer games or bring them their glasses or their cleats or remember their 24 allergy-free treats? Isn't this what we asked for? Wasn't this in the contract? Didn't we say they were our miracle? Didn't we say we couldn't wait and we woke them up in the middle of their night sleep so we could play? We just wanted to be with them. We worked twice as hard to feed them, to see them play in the yard. We tried to move up. We tried to get that bigger job. So we missed a few holidays. We missed a few games. We had to take those phone calls in the middle of their choir refrain. But what was it all for? I just have to ask. Why did we originally take on all these extra tasks? Wasn't it for them? Wasn't it to see how happy we could make them be? To give them all the gifts we never had, to help them through sorrow and all of their mad. We wanted to show them we could be brave. We told them their pictures and hearts we would save, that no one would hurt them while we were around. We locked them up in their rooms and told them to hunker down. We said, don't cry. We said, don't make a sound. We said, don't be scared or happy or sad or feel anything, especially mad. And then when we did, we'd roar to the skies and punish them for all of our own lies, the rules and laws we made up, the things we said we didn't, so we didn't have to get the pup. Because in reality, we couldn't even fill our own cup. Why do we do this? Why do we lie and tell our children things like, good girls don't cry? Can you imagine someone who doesn't feel, who doesn't know what to do in order to heal, who can't share expression or show someone their care, who often finds themselves shouting unaware because they were told no one wants to hear they're real, because no one wants to really know what a child feels, because we expect people to be happy all the time, and we wonder why it's so hard for us to pass time in stillness, in silence, allowed to exist, without having to fill every moment with risk, knowing we're enough just as we is, instead of trying to prove that we have some big gift, that we were born for a glorious purpose, that we can only fill it if we stop feeling worthless. And where are we supposed to go? What are we supposed to do? When will we ever be good enough for you? The truth is we can't. The truth is we won't. So we have to ask ourselves what we want and what we don't. But it's been so long since we've heard our own voice. It's been so long since we've made our own choice, and you thought you were being so kind and considerate, but when we raised our voices, you didn't want to hear it. So we learned to be silent, but now it's our time to speak our own truth, to write our own rhymes, to figure out which rule is or isn't mine, to remember that we are not a word to be defined, that we're ever changing, that we're ever growing, that there are no final answers, no right way of knowing. We just try and try and try, and then we die. And what was it for? All this unrest, all this trying to show you who and what is best. What really mattered? Did you have fun? Did you spend your whole life out on the run? Did you make any friends? Did you take any rides? Did you laugh so hard that you split your sides? Did you watch anyone become a new bride? Did you ever let your intuition really be your guide? Are you okay? And even if you're not, will you be okay with your own pieces of rot? With all your faults, with all your truths, with all your bruises, with all your used, with all the pain, with all the blood, with people who left you crawling alone in the mud? Will you know your worth? Will you find a place on this earth? Will you stop expecting perfection? Will you ever enjoy your own reflection? Will you ever just be at peace being alone? Or will you always be waiting by the telephone? Will you keep talking to people who make you feel so alone? Or will you see that there's more out there in the great unknown? I'm sorry you had to go through all that you did. I wish I could hold you and protect you like a little kid. This too shall pass. These clouds will part. One day you'll be rewarded for having such a big heart, and all that love will be reflected to you. But right now, you can't expect a diamond to fall out of the dirt. You can't expect a nice blazer out of a ripped t-shirt. So forgive yourself for letting yourself flirt, because you never asked for any of this hurt.